Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be testing out an acrylic kit, and this is the look I came up with. So if you're interested to see how I got this, then definitely keep on watching. So I'm starting off with unboxing the Vrenmol Acrylic kit, and this was sent to me by Vrenmol to review, so here it goes. And as I opened it, the packaging was nice and sturdy. I like how simple and easy it is to get everything out. It also came with quite a thick pack of nail forms and some very detailed instructions with some images to help with that. It comes with a nice thick pack of nail forms. You get your acrylic, which I dropped. But once I picked that up, you get this nice pink, I believe this is the pink acrylic that you get. These are quite small, but for a beginner, I feel like this is quite good to start off with. You get a nice clear as well. And this one is a nude, I believe. You get an acrylic brush, which is a mix of synthetic and Kalinsky, I believe. You get your monomer, which actually smell quite nice, kind of like pineapples. And then you get a nice heavy glass dampen dish, which I've never had one of these type of dampen dishes before, so I was quite excited to see how that helps. And as I took out the acrylic brush, I kind of squished the bristles to prep the brush. I have done a video on nail prepping, on how to nail prep an acrylic brush, so if you're interested in seeing that, then I will link that in the description box below. And today I'm going to be using the dual forms, and this was a very thick packet, like there was quite a few in there. And what I do is I just take the little circle piece and stick it to the back and then squeeze the ends, and then I just place that on my nails. And you just want, if you have any natural nails that have grown, then try to I would usually say to cut them down, but if you don't want to, then just make sure that it fits the free edge really well of your nail. Now I'm just showing you the shades, and the pink and the nude looked quite similar, but you could definitely tell a difference after you put them on. So as I used the monomer, I found that it didn't smell very strong, so I was so happy about that, because I hate strong smelling monomer. After maybe 20 minutes, it starts to give me a super strong headache, and then I just can't do my nails anymore. But this one didn't do that, so I was really happy about that. And I'm just taking that pink shade and basically doing a full nail of that on my thumb. And when I work with nail forms, I like to pick up my beads quite dry. So what I do is I pick up the bead and then I let it polymerize on the brush, and then I drain out the excess liquid on the paper towel, and then I apply it. That way it doesn't flood my cuticles or go everywhere, which is super frustrating. So yeah, and also if your acrylic or your brush does begin to stick to the product and it starts to just not work out, just dip your brush into the monomer, drain it off a little bit, and then you can start remolding your acrylic, because that will just stop it from being so sticky. So that's what I just did here. I placed down my bead, I then wet my brush, and then started to lay down that acrylic, and as you can see, there was nothing sticking to my brush, and this definitely helps to preserve your brushes for longer, because you have less acrylic stuck on them, especially with a mixture of synthetic or fully synthetic brushes, which actually you can't use them for as long as you would with a Kalinsky brush, because they are made of synthetic hairs, so the acrylic does stick to them much easier. So once I'm done, I just get some monomer on my brush, drain off any excess, and then just smooth over the full nail just to make sure everything is as even as I can get it with my brush. Now just applying the next form. I don't like to apply my forms all at one time. I don't know, I just prefer to do it individually. I just feel like it kind of gets in the way for me. So for this finger, I tried to do a bit of like a, I want it to be a bit more clear. So in this one, I double dipped the clear and then the pink. And as you can see, I picked up a bead a bit too wet, so that's what happens, it just starts to drip down. But just start to control that acrylic and just clean up where you need to. And then I'm just building some more structure. I'm just adding a bit more of that pink at the cuticle. And I have to say, these forms, they were quite sticky and they adhered onto my nails quite well. I think only for the ring finger that it started to pop off a bit from underneath, but other than that, it was really good. I really do like these nail forms, yeah. So I get mixed up between dual forms and nail forms. So once your nail is dry, just tap it with your acrylic brush and it should make a clicking sound, and once that is hard, you can just remove the form the way I did. So you just squeeze at the bottom and then pull downwards. So for the ring finger, it's pretty much going to be the same thing. I wanted this one to be a bit like I double dipped into that pink and into that clear, just so that I can make it look I just didn't want like a full nail of that pink. I wanted a bit of that clear in there as well. I guess you can't tell too much in the end, but I did try to make it a bit clear. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference or not. I personally can't. And yeah, just keep working with nice dry beads. This system, I believe, is definitely like a medium, like a wet to medium, like a slow setting kind of monomer. So definitely bear that in mind and try to use, if you're not using this acrylic brush and you want to use your own, then try to use a smaller acrylic brush, because you don't get too much monomer, so you don't want to have your brush absorb all that monomer and then being wasted on the paper towel when you drain out your beads. So bear that in mind and try to use like a size 8 brush or a size 10 maximum, but I probably would not go any bigger than that. And I'm just basically repeating that to all the nails, and this brush is still good. I feel like I can still get a good let's say 5 or 6 uses out of it, because I could tell it's starting to firm up a bit even after soaking it in a bit of acetone and the monomer itself. So I probably won't be able to get too many uses out of this acrylic brush. But again, I feel like this is such a good acrylic beginner's kit, because you definitely can experiment with acrylic and see if it's for you or not. And even if it's not for you, then 1, it's affordable, so you haven't wasted a lot of money on it, and 2, the acrylic pots are quite small, so I guess you won't feel too bad for throwing it out or not wanting to use it again. So it's definitely a good size for beginners as well. And yeah, you can also experiment with nail forms or even use tips. I guess it just depends up to you. I'm definitely trying to get more back into my nail forms, because I kind of forgot how much I miss them. But I have done many videos using tips and polygel and tips and acrylic, so if you're interested in those, then do check out some of my other videos where I have done that. Now for my filing routine, basically what I do is I file the free edge and make it nice and straight. Then I go over the side walls and make sure it's nice and tucked in to the width of my nail bed. And then I smooth over the top. And that's pretty much it for my filing routine. I don't go too crazy with debulking or anything, because I like to apply my products quite smooth so that I can reduce my filing time. But for this finger in particular, I had made it a bit too wide. I think it was because the nail form had like popped apart from underneath, you know, where you stick it together from the bottom at the tip. That part kind of came apart, and my finger cured a bit wide, so I had to kind of go in with my e-file to fix that. And what I do is I just smooth over the top after I'm happy with the shape. And again, this doesn't have to be super perfect, because I will be going in with my hand file. It's just going to be a smooth grit hand file just to crispen up and especially even out that surface, because when I don't apply anything on top like any nail crystals, I like to make sure that my surface is nice and smooth, especially because there's no crystals or anything to kind of hide any imperfections, so I just prefer to make sure it's super smooth. And if you're wondering, my go-to acrylic products or system, if that's what you want to call it, is from Glitterbels. So if you do want to check out how I have done some other acrylic videos and other acrylic nail designs, I have all of that up on my YouTube channel. Just check out my other videos. I will try my best to link some down below so that you guys can check them out. And once I'm done, I'm just hand filing everything, and I'm using like a soft grit file, nothing too coarse. And I just want to take the time to say thank you to everyone who comments, likes and subscribes to my channel and my videos. It really means a lot. Thank you guys so much for helping me grow. This journey so far has been so fun and amazing, so I just want to take the time to say thank you. And also, if you are enjoying this video, please do hit the thumbs up button because it really helps me out a lot. And don't forget to subscribe if you like to see more review videos like this one. So thank you guys so much. Anyways, back onto the filing. I just basically use my hand file to crispen up the shape, and most importantly, I use it to smooth out the surface, just making sure everything is super even. And then once I'm happy with that, I go over with some alcohol and a lint-free wipe just to get rid of all the dust. And now I'm just going to grab my foil because I really felt like doing some nice holographic foil for these nails. And yes, I store my foils in like a mini photo album because I hate having to roll them up. It's just so annoying. So what I'm doing is I just apply some foil glue. This is like a random foil glue I got, I don't even know how long ago, but it's like really old and it just works, and I still have like a full bottle of it. So I'm just using some foil glue. You can use any. Macart does some good foil glue as well. And just apply a nice thin coat. This one in particular was quite thick, so I was taking my time to get it nice and thin. Cure that in your light for 30 seconds. I use a UV light, and then I'm gently just touching the gold foil to where I want it on the nail. And that's pretty much it. It's so easy to use foils. I really like it, and you can get such amazing looks with it as well. And this nail foil was from, I believe, AliExpress. You can get the same thing on Amazon. It would just cost you a little bit more, but yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. And now I'm just top coating. The top coat I'm using is from Macart. If you haven't checked out my Macart polygel kit reviews / nail design videos, do go check those out because I'm a huge fan and lover of polygel. It's absolutely amazing, and I believe it's like such a nice beginner friendly product too. So do check that out. I will have those videos linked down below. And this top coat is really shiny. It doesn't dull for a good couple of weeks, so definitely love this product. Now I'm just placing these random nail crystals. I didn't know what to do for those other two, so I just placed like this random nail crystal. I have ordered a bunch of new nail art stuff because I feel like my some of the products I have are just very like basic nail crystals and stuff like that. I want like some more like 3D chunky stuff that I've ordered, so stay tuned for those. I'm really excited for those. I'm quickly throwing on some cuticle oil. This one is from the Body Shop. It's just like an almond cuticle oil. I love it. It's really good and thick. And this is the finished look. I'm really happy with this result. Thank you, Vrenmol, for sending me your acrylic kit. It was absolutely amazing. And let me know what you guys think of these nails down below. Let me know if you would use this kit as a beginner, and I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.